And now trying to stretch him out, and does again. The crowd comes to their feet.
The thing I see in this match is that you have to be able to attack off your disruption. Austin Desanto, he really likes to be disruptive. That's really his style, is just to disrupt the other wrestler and keep them from doing his attacks. Keep moving the whole entire match so that they can't get to their offense and they can't get comfortable or get into any type of rhythm of their own. But a lot of times I also see Austin DeSanto not score off of that disruption. So if you're just doing disrupting, it's a whole lot less effective than if you're able to disrupt but then also score from that disruption, right? So that's what we need to be trying to do. Counter to disruption is seen in this match by Daton Fix, and what he does is he deceives him by giving him what he wants. So what Austin DeSanto wants to do is push him out of bounds. He wants to make him look like he's stalling. He wants to push him out of bounds, push him out of bounds, push him out of bounds. So early in the match, what Daton Fix did was he actually let him push him all the way to the out of bounds and then circled and took a shot, right? He just used that angle, used that motion against him in order to counter with his own attack. Going back to my earlier point, there really wasn't enough counter disruption by Daton Fix. Like, he started doing it early in the match, but he didn't actually have any follow through. He didn't have any actual follow through, and even further into the point, when Austin DeSanto threw his hand up like this, what he was doing was he was basically signaling that, oh, Daton Fix is stalling, right? Daton Fix is stalling. This is a stalling call. I pushed him out of bounds like 4 or 5 times now. He's not wrestling. He doesn't want to wrestle me, etc., etc. That's kind of Iowa Styles. That's what they do. But that should have been like a calling card for Daton Fix. Is like, oh, okay, that's his strategy, right? He just wants to make me look like I'm stalling. I'll use that. I'll back out of the bounds because that's what he wants to do anyways. I'll make him think that he's getting what he wants by backing out of bounds, and then I'll circle and take a shot. Circle and take an angle. Like, turn his movement into my scoring, right? He did it early in the match. He just didn't get a score off of it. But he could have been doing that a lot more throughout the match, and it probably would have worked pretty well. This was earlier in DeSanto's career, but he is in college here, and it doesn't really look like he's trying to ride him here, or even that he even has a ride in his mind, right? So that was really the thing that I was thinking about, is when you're getting on top of somebody, if you want to keep them down, if that helps your strategy, that is, then have a ride in mind. Okay, this is what ride I'm going to do. Right here, he's just trying to hold him down. He's literally just trying to hold him down, and that never works. You can't just try and hold the person down. Mat returns, crossbody ride, leg riding. Have some type of ride in mind before you start on top of your opponent, before you start, and if you're trying to let him go, then you're letting him go. If you're trying to, if you're trying to think that you want to take him down, but then you're going to let him go, fine. If you're going to let him go and then try and take him down right away, that's fine too, right? But if you're going to try and ride them, have a ride in mind. Don't just try and hold him down. This is exactly what he's doing here. He's just trying to hold on to him. And that's why that didn't work there. Here, when somebody scores like this and they haven't been scoring the entire match, like in this case, Daton Fix hasn't been scoring the entire match. The whole half of the first match, he hadn't scored, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere he scores. That's not an accident. That's not an accident. What you want to do is not look at just the score. You want to actually back up like a minute or two before that and look at what their movement was. Look at how they were moving their opponent around, and 90% of the time you'll see the same move that actually scored be attempted like a minute before, right? And that just helps to see, okay, how did this actually come about? How did he actually get this score? So, whenever you're going over tape on your own, make sure you always do that. Don't just look at the score. If somebody scored and there hasn't been a score in a while, go back like a minute or two behind and see what the movement was. Here is the exact same shot that he scored on, and he took it about a minute earlier. So just like I said, a lot of times it's the movement a minute or two earlier that really sets up that score. There's subtle foreshadowing before the takedown even happens. I think that this move right here would work really good on somebody that is short and likes to leg ride, just like Daton Fix, right? If they're short and they like to leg ride, they're going to have a hard time hitting this, or hard time actually staying on top of you because they don't have the leverage. If you guys want more breakdowns like this, please let me know in the comments. Blow this video up. Make sure it does better than the other ones, because these ones take a lot longer to make. So I'm going to need some incentive. I'm going to need to see that you guys actually like these videos. So like I said, just let me know in the comments and blow this video up if you want to see more.